The Russians are not setting conditions for a relaxation of hostilities for the rest of the autumn and into the winter, but rather are launching a new offensive in Donetsk region, says the Institute for the Study of War. The think tank says Ukraine has won an important victory, and this is not the time to slow down aid or press for ceasefire or negotiations, but rather the time to help Ukraine take advantage of its momentum in conditions that favor Kyiv rather than Moscow. Now in the south, Ukrainian forces are likely to consolidate their control of the west bank of Dnipro, leave enough force to deter any Russian attempts to cross the river here again and reallocate forces to other areas for both defensive and counter-offensive operations. And one of those areas is in the east of Ukraine, in the region of Donetsk. Now, the Institute for the Study of War says Russian offensive operations in Donetsk region will intensify in the coming weeks as additional mobilized servicemen arrive along with the forces withdrawn from western Kherson. Ukrainian forces in the area will find themselves hard-pressed, and Kyiv will very likely have to divert troops to defend against these renewed Russian offensives. In Luhansk, Ukrainian forces have continued to make limited gains and will likely be able to make more gains if they are reinforced by troops from western Kherson. The Institute for the Study of War says the Russians are also reinforcing their defensive positions in Luhansk region, to be sure, but the Ukrainian armed forces have been riding forward nevertheless. Now, both sides are already fighting in very muddy conditions, and they will not likely stop fighting when the winter freezes the ground and makes it even more conducive to large-scale mechanized maneuver warfare. Combat is more likely to intensify than to slacken as temperatures drop in Ukraine. Looking ahead, the Institute for the Study of War states that the Ukrainians will almost certainly continue their counteroffensive operations already underway. Any attempt at a ceasefire or cessation of hostilities at this time would overwhelmingly favor Russia.